when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the Arizona State rookie. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. That's good for a Saints first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you've got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Down, 1 yard to go. There's a dive up the middle. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fourth down, here's Shuck. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early.
He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. Reed now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 25-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. Kraft has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break across midfield. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Packers the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
At the 50-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Smash. Ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. Cut.
Love on 3rd and short. And he put everything he's got behind it. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. You know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Yellow, black 40. Set, cut.
Love throwing on 4th. Got his man. It's golden. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. If you get explosive plays, those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Set, cut.
We go counter. It's Jacobs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball. In the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Blue, 32. Set.
Love from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go. Set.
Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers find an answer with their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers literally won up that opening touchdown drive. Huh? They take a 7-6 lead here. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run. You set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
You put a receiver in motion left. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover up much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shuck now on 1st down. Set it. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And they say Packers football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set, punt.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That's Golden working the sideline. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
And he's caught. He's got ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ready to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12.
A
pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready, ready.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They stick with Jacobs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
That one connects. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down.
Ready. Ready.
Love. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Fourth down, here's Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Motion man sent left. Shuck working from the gun. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment blocked, but he bobbles it and drops it.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, here we go, go!
We'll go with a design keeper. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That was just thrown away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Shuck now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Third down, here's Shuck. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Saints first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Saints first down.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Chased out to his right. Well, he's caught. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break.
Here we go, set. 19.
One final shot before the half. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Nixon on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Right, ready. Here we go. Clock. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's Play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Love now on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's got a gain of 6 there. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. Execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Red, cycle. 50, green. Ball red. Go. Check, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Pass brought in by Watson. There he goes, right sideline. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers lead by 15 now.
Saints 6.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Guy plays straight ahead. Fights his way through a tackle. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down, looking for options. Called in by Olave, left side. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shot to throw. He's going deep. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Packers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the 2nd half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
1st and 10 from the 32. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Set, ready.
Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the red zone on first. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Quickly to Watson. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Jacobs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Working quickly here.
Brings up second.
Gets it again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Shot now on first down. And he caught by his back. Kamara. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand at thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. He's going deep this time. Trying for a long way, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
14 yards. And the Packers first down.
Going to the ground again on first. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
Tackled at the 21.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On second down, Jacobs. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Ready, break.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Set, hunt.
Give to Jacobs from the pistol. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The thing I could say positive about the execution of that play, is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Plowing up the middle. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Hits him on the end route. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll get the Packers the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. Give some credit to the defense. What credit is due.
They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Black shot. Set punt.
Love out of the shotgun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ready. Ready.
They're going to go. It's Love. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43. Continues as they bring the football back for a touchdown. The Packers put up even more points in a win. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Saints 6.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's seen his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shock working from the gun. This one's caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
They'll run with him. Takes the punt. The ball comes out. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warrior 70. Ready.
Chuck now from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Motioning left is Olave. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but he'll stay with them after the interception. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Bob.
Yeah, they have to. They have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing, Chuck. He's got a man left. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Chuck running the sneak. And they're going to down about contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down and coming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good.
The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. On play action. Here's Shaw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First down.
Shuck's going to throw here. Hits his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. That's good for a Saints first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Palmer motioning right. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that block with a timeout at least.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Shaw looking to pass here. Forced that to his right. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. Now Shuck to throw. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt, but hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Here he goes, one final shot. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Saints 20.
Reed now to kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So this is a Packers win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the high up. These they come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force. Just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of their seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, building, shading skin till I make my